Bill O'Reilly here, Friday, October 25th, 2019. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening today in America. Donald Trump took the White House in 2016 by winning states hardest hit by the Great Recession, places like Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania. So it's no surprise that his chances for reelection hinge on the U.S. economy and how America's working men and women feel about their wallets. For now, Mr. Trump is in pretty decent shape. The unemployment rate for U.S. adults stands at 3.7%, the lowest level since Christmas 1969. Jobless claims for African Americans and Hispanics at historic lows. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the median household income in the United States is $56,000. That's up 14% from the same period during Barack Obama's presidency. Quite an improvement. For the first time in years, one of the fastest growing sectors is America's energy industry. The average oil field worker in North Dakota now earns more than $100,000 a year. Entry-level positions there start at $70,000. The small business market also booming. There are currently 30 million small businesses across the USA, employing 58 million Americans, about 50% of the total workforce. The salary for owners varies by industry, but averages about $73,000 annually, and you're the boss. Recent polls show our biggest concern after pay is health care. Despite Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren wanting to outlaw private insurance companies, more than 49% of Americans receive private plans from their employers. That's 156 million people, many of whom like the private system. Another major concern for businesses is the rise of the machines. Experts predict artificial intelligence will radically change 13 major industries in the near future, most of them in the healthcare sector. The food industry also impacted by AI. Major nationwide chains like McDonald's, Applebee's, and Pizza Hut already implementing pilot programs to phase out cashiers, waitresses, and cooks. So the economy will likely be the deciding factor heading into 2020. According to Gallup, personal finances rank at the top of the list for those considering any political candidate. Coming up, the message of the day on the rise of atheism in America. Right back with that. The housing market on fire all over the country with interest rates falling. It's a great time to sell your home. If you want to sell or buy, the competition is going to be fierce. You need a great real estate agent to help you. That's why my friend Glenn Becks started the service reelestateagentsitrust.com as a way to make sure you get connected with agents who are successful, ambitious, like-minded, and eager to help you with your biggest investment. These are agents with a long track record of performance. There are no part-time or inexperienced agents in Becks Network. These are all professionals who have the tools and the talent to successfully take you through the process. Market value for your home cannot be done by a computer program or an equation. It takes years of expertise to evaluate your market and to price your home to sell quickly for top dollar. These agents are experts in your town, and they do business like you, with your values. So get moving today with reelestateagentsitrust.com. That's reelestateagentsitrust.com. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day, the rise of the godless. The number of Americans with no religious affiliation up significantly, accompanied by a severe decrease in those identifying themselves as Christian. Based on Pew surveys, here are some data. 65% of American adults now describe themselves as Christian. That's down from 77% in 2009. Big drop. 43% of U.S. adults identify as Protestants, down from 51% in 2009. 20% Catholic, down from 23% in 2009. Atheist, agnostic, or nothing in particular now stands at 26%, up from 17% in 2009. Atheists now account for 4% of the total U.S. adult population. That's up 2%. Agnostics account for 5%. 17% of Americans describe their religion as nothing, up from 12% a decade ago. Major factors in the decline include sex abuse scandals and political issues, changing opinions on gay marriage, abortion, etc. Age also plays a role. 75% of baby boomers describe themselves as Christian, compared with just 49% of millennials. That goes directly to parenting and public education, which is now secular in the extreme in America. You can be harshly punished if you extol God or religion in the classroom or even on campus. Even the Bible, a very significant book, is frowned upon in many places. If you are a Bible reader, they call you a thumper. They try to disparage you. So being religious brings scorn in the USA when it never used to. Now, the Founding Fathers, if you read their letters and if you look at how the Constitution was forged, believed that religion and Christianity and Judeo-tradition was a check on bad behavior. Organized religion back when the country was first founded was pretty heavy because in Europe, there was a lot of religious persecution, and people fled that. They came to America. And there were some harsh religions, up in New England in particular, the Puritans. Man, that put you in the rack if you did something they didn't like. No dancing, none of that stuff. They were very fundamentalist. So a guy like Roger Williams said, hey, not for me, I'm going to Rhode Island and be a little bit more liberal on that. But now, religion is on the defensive in America, and I don't believe that's a good thing at all. I do believe everybody should worship according to their conscience, but should not be derided for doing so. The media is a big problem here. You are laughed at if you are a religious person by many in the press. You are diminished. That is wrong. Summing up, religion on the decline, Christianity on the decline, and this is not a good thing for the USA. And that's the message. Please check out my latest book, The United States of Trump. We get into his religion. Up next, something you might not know. Forget Russian hackers and elections for a moment, please. This is worse. Cyber thieves are stealing American homes. Guess where your home's legal title and mortgage documents are kept? Online. Wide open. Your signature and everything thieves need to take over ownership of your home is easily available online. Thieves forge your name off the title, then refile the deed so it appears you sold it. Then they go to unscrupulous lenders and borrow money using your home's equity. Then they disappear, and you get stuck with the payments. Banks, insurance, and identity theft programs do not protect you. Home Title Lock does. Home Title Lock puts a virtual firewall around your home's title and mortgage, and they monitor the black market to see if your home is for sale. Your home equity is your retirement, your emergency fund. Let me help protect it with 60 risk-free days of Home Title Lock. So please go to HomeTitleLock.com and enter your address to see if you're already a victim. Defend yourself at HomeTitleLock.com. HomeTitleLock.com. Now the O'Reilly Update continues with something you might not know. Growing number of Americans are working well into their senior years, staying in the workforce for money, a lack of savings, even boredom. Believe it or not, the same is true in Hollywood. Once an industry exclusively for the young and beautiful, more and more actors and actresses are landing major roles into their 70s, 80s, even 90s. Actor Robert De Niro stars in next month's Martin Scorsese film, The Irishman. The movie uses state-of-the-art de-aging technology to show De Niro throughout the decades. The 76-year-old has been working in the movies since 1965. Of course, he's also well known for repeatedly screaming F Trump at various award ceremonies. Age has not mellowed Robert De Niro. Next, Anthony Hopkins, the Welsh-born actor, turns 82 this December. Sir Anthony routinely appears on big screen action flicks like Thor. Hopkins won the 1992 Academy Award for Best Actor for his portrayal of Dr. Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs, despite appearing on screen for just 12 minutes. Believe it or not, Morgan Freeman is 82 years old. The A-list actor has appeared in more than 81 movies and TV shows throughout his 65-year career. Morgan Freeman currently has 6 films in production. Decorated English actress Judi Dench will celebrate her 85th birthday this Christmas. The film star is known for her portrayal as British spymaster M in the James Bond movies. Dame Dench has appeared in 128 different projects throughout her career, beginning back in 1959. And then there is Clint Eastwood. The legendary star director turns 90 years old in May. His critically acclaimed films have earned him 5 Academy Awards, including Best Director for 1993's Western Unforgiven. His next film, Richard Jewell. It centers on the deadly bombing at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta. The list goes on. Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman, Woody Allen, Michael Caine, Robert Duvall, Betty White. All have had incredible careers with absolutely no signs of slowing down. Back after this. You've been hearing about gold all over the news. Prices continue to climb. Not surprising. Experts warning a recession could happen. But pay attention to the banks. Some of them ran out of cash last Monday night and had to borrow money from the Federal Reserve. Since last week, more than $500 billion has been printed and given to the banks just so they could stay in business. Sound familiar? Remember in 2008 when the Fed had to bail out the banks? Well, it's happening again. Americans are looking for stability, and many are turning to gold and precious metals as a way to protect their savings and retirements. That's why I recommend that you contact American Hartford Gold Group now to learn more. To get you started, American Hartford Gold Group will gift you a free silver coin. No purchase necessary. All you have to do is call them. 877-444-GOLD. That's 877-444-GOLD. So please give them a call today to claim your free coin. Available for a limited time only. 877-444-4653. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.